think.
What?
You almost got me. Never mind. Good
Yeah,
morning,
no, I
everybody.
waited. Hi. Um, he was talking about what in the bed. I swear to God, he was. He was talking about what? Oh
Uh,
shit! Oh wait, don't talk. Fuck, I can't get it to switch over. Oh shit! Oh wait, don't talk. Okay, sorry.
echo, 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 echo. Welcome
No,
to the
perfect.
professional team of AMG.
I have to do everything. If you ever helped, it would be nice. Hi
Yeah,
guys.
sorry, just let me sort of reach out and click that button
You've
for
got
you.
sleep. I haven't. How about that? You could click the button. You have the power to click that button. You know you
Which
do.
which particular button is that? I know I
The
normally
live
press all your
button.
buttons.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hmm.
Hi everybody. How you doing?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever.
By show of hands, how many people have heard of the Divinals? Me. There's a song called "I Touch Myself." Everybody's heard it. It's from the late '80s.
I say
Gorgeous, the
I
girl.
think I've heard it.
No, but you said
I
he hasn't heard it. It's a great song. It's a classic. Wait, her voice is great for that song. I love her. She's gorgeous. I wish I had her lips. She has these lips that like it's gotta be filler, but it's not, I don't think. I don't know. She's awesome. I can't remember her name right now. Hey, does anybody know where the finals are from? Are they British? Why do I feel like they're British? I don't think so though. Now that I think about it. No, because when she talks, I'm pretty sure she's a British actor. Anybody know? I'm
Captain
rambling.
Cactus
I'm
might
tired.
know off the top of his head, but I not sure. I mean, I know the name vaguely, if
They're great, man.
but
They really are.
it's
Classic.
it's yeah, it's one of those sort of bands, and that
It's a
track.
great song too. It's like I like the drums in it. I like the yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, and it's one of those cases of if somebody mentions it, I'll
It's
think,
an earworm.
yeah, I recognise, but that's about as far as it
I'd
goes.
play it, but the run up to it is great. Yeah, it's a good
We're
song.
getting Australian in the chat for.
Okay, yeah, I knew she had an accent of some sort. She's gorgeous. Do you remember her name?
Yeah, if she's Australian, must be Sheila.
Oh my God! Shut up.
What?
Yeah, I don't know when they're from. They are an older band, but yeah, the Divinals. I Touch Myself was I believe in the '80s. Let me see this video.
Right.
I
Well,
can't
watch.
actually. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I'd play music here all the time if I could. Like I was listening to Sir Duke this morning, right? Which is Stevie Wonder. C- Look, my playlist is very odd. Like in order, I'll read it to you. Um, the playlist I was listening to earlier. Let's see. It goes X gonna give it to you. Then it goes Mac the Knife. Then Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder. Then Lose Control with I think it's a Missy Elliott song. Yeah, it's Missy Elliott. Then Queen by Towder Call. Then Rump Shaker. Then Watermelon Bubblegum by Evie Ali. Then I Got You Babe by Sonny and Cher. It's like that. Then Bad Out of Hell. I Touch Myself. Low Self Opinion by Henry Rollins. Say My Name. It's Tricky. Peter Piper. For My Family, which is agnostic front hardcore. Pinball Wizard by Elton John, followed
Oh,
by The Bitch Is Back, followed by Pinball Wizard by The Who,
better.
and then Getting Jiggy with It. This is the playlist I was listening to, and
I
it makes perfect sense to me.
I know about half of those, but
Well,
there
yeah,
we go.
but the thing is, it's all one playlist, and these are all
Hmm.
my playlists that are like this on Spotify because it makes sense.
Oh,
Um,
the name of the singer for the Divinals, Taipan, has said Chrissy Amphlett.
thank you. I knew it was like a Chrissy type name. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Sheila.
And Chrissy and Sheila share a lot of the same letters.
Can you stop it with the Sheila thing? That's stupid. A lot of the same letters.
Yeah,
The S.
the H, the R.
Sometimes there's not an H in Chrissy. It depends. I've known Chrissy's without an H. Did you say the
Yes.
R?
I was wondering if you could pick up on that.
Why did you say
Congratulations for
R?
actually, congratulations for listening.
The I, but not the R.
Yes, I know.
Guys, what can I tell you?
Haha.
It's been a long fucking
Mm.
year with him. I don't know. When did I meet you? It seems like
Um,
a decade ago.
yeah, say it's been a long 20 years.
Season 2.
Yes,
Yes. Arbitrarily, season 2. We just made it
yes.
up.
Now, a potentially trick question,
What?
not for you because you
Oh,
know,
okay.
well, you should know. To the chat, basically, what
Oh,
could have given a hint that there was going to be a change, like to season 2, from last week's thumbnail?
I don't know. Do I know?
It's yes, you do. It's a bit obscure,
Okay. I think I know. I don't know. I don't know if
right?
I know. Oh no. I made the thumbnail. Why don't I know?
Yeah.
Why don't I
As
know this? Is
as
it something you
Kfar
told me to do?
is as Kfar is very fond of saying, "If you know, you know." Um, I think it was something I just mentioned in passing. Yes.
Oh, I think I know. I think I know.
Right.
I think I know. Is it
Anyway,
like what the first
whilst
song I
I
said?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, whilst
I
you're
got a better I got a better
po-
trivia question.
pondering it in the chat are having a think, good morning, afternoon, Taipan. Just another nuts. There's somebody apparently called AMG in the chat. She needs to be kicked out.
You can feel it all
Barry P.
over.
Hi. Good morning, Jason. Good to see you. Dalek Beck. Nice of you to join us.
I was making a point before we started this sidetrack about Sir
Captain
Duke.
Cactus. Hi there.
Okay.
Juggernaut Jared. Hello, Graham. Good to see you. Mark. Hi, Mark Baggett. And if you don't subscribe or watch Mark's stuff, you should. He's very good.
Who?
Mark Baggett.
Hi, Mark. How you doing,
I
man?
hope I'm saying the surname correctly.
Yeah.
Skibo, hello there.
Hi, Skibo.
Um,
How's everybody doing? I was making
uh,
a point.
good morning, Lady Dragon's Blood.
Hello.
Uh,
Can I
no,
make my
Dalek,
point now?
I am not in pink high heels and some crazy clothes. Not this time.
Can I make my point now? About Sir
Yes,
Duke? Okay.
yeah.
Sir Duke is that song by Stevie Wonder where it's like, you can feel it all over. You know that song?
I do. I didn't know it was called that.
I didn't either till this morning. Because I couldn't think of the name of it, so I looked at what was playing as Sir Duke, because he goes through a list of the legends of music in his eyes. Like Duke Ellington is the Duke he's talking about.
Uh huh.
Ella Fitzgerald, yeah. But it's the way he starts the song that speaks to me. The whole song speaks to me, but especially the way he starts it. Music is a world within itself. It's in a language we all understand,
Hmm.
and it's just it's really a feel good song. It's just everything that you need in a song, really, and especially Stevie Wonder's voice. It's so warm. Um, it's what music does for me, really. It's its own world to me. It's I can escape everything through music. And that's why this playlist I told you about makes sense to me. They're all songs that make me happy in some way. And
There's
then
nothing wrong
um,
with that.
Rollins came on, Henry Rollins, and the song I had clicked this song to be in the playlist without hearing it, because I know his entire catalog, um, and I just listened to it like this morning for the first time in like years, right? And it's so crazy to me that hearing him singing or whatever you want to call what Henry Rollins, you know what I mean, uh, still has the same effect on me emotionally and physically that it did when I was 16. Like, isn't that amazing? Only music can do that. Only music can do that.
Wow, I'm
You know?
impressed.
What?
I didn't know Henry Rollins was that old.
Shut up. He's older than me and you know it.
He's a what? Sorry.
He's older than me and you know it.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't make a joke about your age directly.
Yeah, you did. I said it made me feel the same way as when I was 16, and you made a
Yes.
joke about it.
No, I made a joke about his age.
Because I was 16 and listening to him. Don't try it, bitch.
I know. I was just seeing if I could sneak in an indirect.
No, I've had enough. So yeah, it's just only music to do that to somebody. You can't like. I get that way with art a lot, any kind of art, but like a movie can make you emote in a certain way over and over again. But like I was right back there. I was 16 and hearing him sing that, and I had the same reaction, not emotions, physical reaction. Like I'm serious. Only music can do that. If like, but only some people get that. Like not everybody can get that. They say only 50% of people get chills when they hear music. I feel bad for those who don't have that kind of reaction to music. I really do.
I yes, I mean I agree. I
My
mean
mother was one of
music
those people.
music is a lot of art, art, be it music, be it sort of writing. It's basic. Yeah, there are things that I think should be effectively. I don't know what would be the right term for them, but basically things that anybody who is actually alive should have a reaction to.
Hmm.
And if they don't get it, then
You gotta
there's
feel sorry
something
for
wrong.
them.
Yeah.
There's something
There's a
wrong.
yeah, there's a guy I used to work with, one of our operators,
Hmm.
and he wanted to be a writer.
Hmm.
And he knew I've read a lot and stuff like that. And he was asking me questions and stuff like that, saying, well, yeah, read stuff, see what
Hmm.
styles and things you like and stuff like that. And I suggested he read the poem High Flight, which is
Hmm.
by Pilot, who effectively wrote
Hmm.
a poem about flying in a Spitfire.
Okay.
And it's a really wonderful bit of poetry.
Hmm.
Sadly, the guy died about I think about a week after he wrote it, and yeah, and this guy had absolutely zero reaction to it. Sort of yeah, and what? Don't see the point.
Some people don't get moved by it.
It's
I
it's just
don't know.
uh,
Like I think it's impossible for someone to be an author of any sort that hasn't read what a lot.
yeah.
But seems like a lot of people are now.
Oh, actually, this is the thing that will touch your soul about him. Um,
Mm.
he was bouncing ideas for a plot
Who?
off me. This
Oh, the guy that you met? Okay, yeah.
yes, yeah, and it was the Germans using some of the Scottish locks as bases for U-boats, submarines.
What, they
See,
park him in a lock?
submarine. Yeah, that because there are sea locks where the lock is open to the sea.
Yeah, okay.
And I just made a comment about
I don't get
them
it.
getting from the sea to the lock, and he hadn't actually considered that part.
Did he just drive in, no?
Well, if there's a way, yes, but not every single lock is open to the sea. It's a lake,
Huh?
which is normally surrounded by
Land.
yeah. So how do you get a submarine from the sea to a lake?
Through the locks.
LOCH, lock, as in lake, Scottish lake, not
Oh, I
lock.
thought you were talking about the locks that we use to transport, like,
Yeah,
things
sorry,
uphill.
not a lock as in the
Right.
canal.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Basically,
They
example
built it
using
in there?
as an example using Loch Ness as a submarine base.
How the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, precisely. I mean, I just said to him, and how they get the submarines
Oh,
there and
that
back.
he was gonna write. Oh, I was
Yes,
like, "What the fuck?
yeah,
That's confusing."
yeah,
Does he not know how
and
things work?
yeah. I mean, he just sort of hadn't
Is he an idiot?
taken that. um, yeah, he just hadn't
Did
taken
they
that extra.
beam it in there? Is this an
I
extraterrestrial submarine?
don't know. He just hadn't taken that extra step of imagination. Of yeah, I've got this, I've got that.
Oh, I think he had plenty of imagination, he had no sense.
Yes.
What's the chat saying? I see orange.
Right. Well, say so. Hello, Odin. Good to see you.
Hi, Odin. They are
And
all
he's sticking up for you, as in AMG is not old. Very true.
thank you.
He's wondering which singer as well. I think Stevie Wonder
Rollins?
or Henry
We're
Rollins.
talking about Henry Rollins. We're talking about Stevie Wonder. We're talking about Chrissy from the Divinals. So I don't
Mhm,
know what you're asking about, but those are the three we've talked about so far.
mhm.
If you're asking about the reaction, that was to Hank.
And you've got a suggestion. If you enjoyed the Divinals, have a listen to a band called Mental as Anything, which is another Australian band of that era, very similar.
Okay, thank you. I will do that after this
Mhm,
stream. My dad gave me my love of music.
mm,
My mom was one of those people who could take it or leave it. I
yeah,
can't sit still when I hear music, like at all.
yeah.
If
I mean that
my head's not nodding, like I like at home, I
I react to music in different ways. Quite frequently, I'll just lie back, sit back, or
I
what have you,
can't do that.
and just let the music wash over me. Other times, foot is tapping, head's bobbing along.
I almost
Um,
slapped somebody the other day.
yeah, air guitar or air
Brandy.
drums or something of that ilk.
I was like, I think it was Brandy. I don't know. One of my ringtones now, as you know, is an Italian opera piece.
Uh huh.
Here, wait, let me do my favorite. Uh, if you've ever watched the Sopranos, you've heard it. Let's get there. Okay.
It's also quite a famous piece of music.
Oh yeah.
It's not reproducing particularly well.
It's on my phone. So. From the potato. Oops, stop, please. Okay. And
Yeah, it's a very nice piece of music. I
it's
mean, I'm not
never
the world's
failed to give me chills or make me react. Not
yeah,
one.
I'm not the world's greatest fan of opera, but there are certain
Neither am
pieces
I, but
that
that piece every
yes,
time.
yeah.
The way he does his voice. Oh, I've heard
Yeah, I
Mario
mean,
Alonso do it as well, and he does a great version of it.
yes, I mean, in many respects, it's quite
It's a
sad that
classic
most
Italian piece.
of the operatic pieces that I like and am aware of and are just those sort of cherry-picked pieces that everybody likes, like, Nessun Dorma and
I like Italian opera, but that's could be I'm biased. What do you think?
why on earth would you be biased towards Italian opera?
I just think like all it, like seriously though, not like taking out the fact that I'm Italian. I just think it's the most beautiful
Mm.
because it's
Um,
got the for two reasons. The language it's done in because it. I'm sorry, German's not a pretty language. Not a pretty language.
mhm,
So if you're trying to say something beautiful in it, you're still gonna sound like you're spitting at me. Sorry.
yes, and also there's probably a reason the ring cycle is about 3 weeks long because German sentences are very long,
Mm,
and I apologize to anybody who's from
I don't get
Germany.
it.
Oh, Wagner, opera,
Oh,
The Ring Cycle.
yeah, I'm
It's
not a big fan.
very,
Not a
very,
big fan.
very long.
Wonderful. I'm not a big fan of Wagner.
Uh,
But anyways, so as I was saying, I can look at a piece of art and get moved. I go watch a movie and be moved, but there's something about music. It always has been.
hmm,
I've been
um,
listening to Stevie Wonder since at least, and I'm like, and I don't mean because like obviously, I've been listening to music since before I was born in the womb. We all have. But and after, whatever dad and mom listened to, I listened to. But when I started picking things out myself and playing them, I would say I was about 9 when they let me use the stereo on my own. And that's I gotta say, since I'm that old then, is like, I've been listening to Stevie, like, by my own choice. I love Stevie Wonder. How can you not? The man just
he's
always seems so joyful
he's done a lot of
and
good stuff, I'll grant you,
appreciative
yeah.
of his ability to do music. I love that. I always wish that I could sing. Like, playing an instrument is great, and I love that I've always been doing that. But, you know, I always wanted to sing. There's something about it. It's just so much more. I don't know.
I've just
You share
I've
so
just
much more of yourself, I feel. Wait, what?
I've just realized something.
What? What?
We didn't have the portholes up,
Oh, too bad.
but we do now.
Thank you. All right, what else are they saying?
Um, and
To
also a lot of opera singers sing with their hands, so that's half Italian anyway.
ha ha ha! You stupid. What's
Um,
what is Dalek
Dalek
saying?
is, the cool musical War of the Worlds. The Jeff Wayne one? Yes. That is nice sort of bit of music, and I believe they did a stage adaptation of that, which
What is
was,
it?
including hologram of Richard Burton speaking
What is
his
it?
words. War of the Worlds
I did,
by Jeff Wayne.
okay. I didn't know. I've never heard of it. It being a musical. It's a musical
Um, yeah, they did a musical stage adaptation
of War
of
of the
it,
Worlds.
which apparently
Ooh.
of the album, not the book.
Oh, what? What
Somebody
album?
wrote somebody wrote an album
So
called The
confused.
War of the Worlds for
Oh, okay. I thought you were
music
talking about like, the
music based from
aliens.
the music based from on the book
Oh
to
my
tell the story in
god.
music, and they did a stage adaptation
It was
of
a
it, which
screenplay. It
was
was never a book.
apparently incredible.
Okay. So, anyways, does anybody get his trivia question? Because I want to move on to mine.
Oh,
Okay, explain to them about season 2.
the prior to season 2 was episode 20, and that was episode XX.
I don't understand it either, guys. It was his idea.
Yeah,
I liked it. It's Roman numerals, so I went with it.
it is.
So, Captain, you can't answer this either, and you can't answer this time. Nobody who's in the chat can answer this question because I asked it in chat already. What was the last British monarch to be assassinated? Come on, guys. Show me how smart.
The
And by assassinated, I
assassinated,
mean was killed by someone.
not a natural death.
Obviously, assassinated is not natural
Yeah,
by any name. So it was killed by someone at
and not
at, at
and
the hands of someone, not
and
God.
and not in battle.
Not in battle. Killed. Just someone who was killed.
Mhm,
A monarch killed. The last monarch killed by somebody. That absolutely sure of that was
mhm.
killed by somebody. How about that? And while you do that, I'm going to tell you something else that's interesting. We've all seen what's his head shit. Tim Burton stuff, right?
Yes,
Corpse Bride, stuff like that, right?
Nightmare
Uh,
Before Christmas.
yeah, that too. So you see, we all know how his female characters look, like very pale, big eyes, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling the story backwards, but it's because I don't care to keep you in suspense. So there's a reason for that. His favorite actress of all time was this woman named Eliza, right?
Yeah.
Who had very big eyes, very pale skin, because she had tuberculosis. Yeah. She died
Uh-huh.
at 28. It happened to be the mother of Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
So that's why his female characters look that way. Like, because, and she happened to be the most famous actress of her time, Eliza. She was a standard of beauty for back then. A tuberculosis ridden lady was the standard of
I
beauty.
I give you heroin chic for
Yes,
runway models.
true.
So,
Good point, Simon. I like that. But yeah,
yeah, look at
so
me knowing stuff about fashion.
hey, Tim
But
Burton's
I'm a dedicated follower of fashion.
Tim Burton's idea of beauty is tuberculosis.
Hmm. We've had one guess so far, and sadly, Taipan Charles the First is not the right
No,
answer.
no,
Um, going back to something
not the right
Captain
name or number.
um, going back to something that Captain Cactus says, he's got it in quotation marks. So I'm assuming it's a quote from somebody, but I don't recognise it.
But
My heart, which is so full to overflowing, has often been solaced and refreshed by music when sick and weary.
ooh, nice.
Hmm.
Who said it and when?
Um,
That's really great. I like it.
and as a sort of semi-counterpoint, Graham says the chances of anything coming from Mars, harking back to War of the Worlds, and still they came. We call them frauditors.
Ah, okay.
Apparently,
Now
Martin Luther
that's
King said that.
who?
Martin Luther King.
Oh, thank you.
And we have a correct answer, I believe, from Lady Dragon's Blood. But first, Dalek Beck suggests Mary Queen of Scots. Nope.
You were at chat. You can't. Jesus Christ. She's at
I,
chat. She heard the answer at chat.
I, I was wondering what she did, which is why I
I
skipped
said
her
nobody at
initially.
chat can answer this.
Mhm. Edmund the First, no Taipan, not Edmund the First.
Sorry, it was George V. That was already ruined.
Hmm.
Tell a story,
Yeah.
sir.
He was euthanized by his doctor.
That's ballsy as fuck. I'm sorry. I still think it pretty
Hmm.
ballsy to not
Yeah.
ask the fucking. And he says, I did it so that it could be announced in the morning paper, which is befitting a monarch.
As opposed to
Like,
the evening.
shut
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you asked that monarch, I'm sure he would have liked to wait for the evening. Mhm.
Yeah. Different days. Hi, Suzuki.
It's like in the 30s, man. You guys are sick. You Brits are sick. You kill kids, you put them in a tower, disappear them, you, you behead your shits. What's up with you guys?
We don't chop down cherry trees with our wooden teeth. I think I just broke AMG.
Oh, fuck my life. What the fuck was that? Cherry tree was a myth, and so was his wooden teeth. You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Good, good, good.
But I thought
It's too early. It's
I
too
thought
fucking
that might
early.
stop you for a bit, but I didn't realise it could be get you quite as bad as that.
I, because I immediately picture somebody chewing on a cherry tree.
Well, good.
Makes
That was
sense.
the implication. Yes.
That makes no sense. But okay.
Well,
So
he didn't he try and invade Canada or something? Was that him? Was he
with
involved
his
with that?
teeth? What?
Well,
Who?
Washington.
Honey, I don't know. I'm not good at American history.
Hmm.
I only live here.
Graham's
That.
got the right
Yeah.
idea. Children should be seen and not heard. The tower is a good place for that.
Ugh. Hey, I don't like kids any more than the next person. But that was fucked up.
Yeah.
That was fucked up. They were too young to even give a shit about being king, I would think. How old are they? Like 11? No,
I don't know.
much younger than that. I don't remember anymore.
I must admit I don't know, but do bear in mind they sort of do get groomed for the position from an early age.
Okay, how about this? Uncle comes to them and says, "Look,
But it's still not right.
I'm taking the crown." And they'd be like, "It's mine, Uncle." Whatever, however they sound. And he's like, "If you don't keep your mouth shut, I'm gonna fucking put you in the tower and nobody will see you again." I'm sure those kids would have fell right in line. Just saying. Nobody had to kill 'em. I have a problem with nephew side. What would that be?
There is probably a technical term for it, but
Matricide, patricide,
no.
nephew side.
Fratricide would be closer because that's brother, but
Yeah, we're getting close.
yeah, which is
But you know what
interesting.
I'm saying.
That's interesting.
Child
There's
side.
um, I mean, for common terms, yeah, you've got matricide, patricide,
Mhm.
regicide, suicide, even
Homicide.
fratricide. What is that? Which is killing of a brother. What is that? A term for killing of a sister?
Sister side. I'm sorry.
And so Susie had they pictured a guy with some wooden dentures tied to a stick hitting a tree. What, a bit like an axe.
I get it.
Hmm. Well,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
potentially better an axe than a flail.
What's a flail?
A flail.
What's a flail?
Um, a flail is a short wooden stick with 1 to 5 chains, short chains, with a spiked ball or a ball on the end.
Why do you
But
know that?
how do you not know that?
How do you? Which is weirder, that you know that or I don't? That you
That you don't.
know that. No. I'm gonna no.
Oh, Jason, you
Hi,
are
Jason.
you are Oh,
What?
talk
What?
about I I
I can't
I'm
see shit. Help me.
give me a chance. I am thinking that's in response to the is there a technical term for killing of a sisters? And Jason says regaining sanity.
Oh fuck, that's funny. That is. That's funny. I mean, I've been around little boys, so I don't blame the uncle. They're not.
Um, and I
But
get castigated for Donna's faith, and you lead with a comment like, "I've been around little boys." Come on.
friends' children. I have friends who have kids, and yeah, I don't blame the uncle because little boys are annoying. They're fucking annoying.
Hmm. As Graham says, either I know medieval weapons or I have a sex dungeon.
Right? Like seriously, I have a friend who's got a little boy, and when he was younger, he wanted to play baseball. Like you know how kids go through phases where they want to do this and they want to do that and then they want to do whatever. My dad's coached baseball my entire life. I know baseball. I know how to teach people baseball. And he was doing everything wrong. And I tried to tell him how to do it right. I was like, honey, if you do this, um, my cousin told me this, or and I was like, oh yeah, who's your cousin? And he's like 2 years older than him. I'm like, bitch, you're gonna, you stupid. Is the problem. Apparently, girls can't know
Hmm.
about baseball, or just because it's me, I'm his mom's friend, whatever. But like, okay, you keep hitting like that, and you're not gonna get on a team. And he didn't get on a team because he
Um,
wouldn't listen to me.
as Taipan says, teach him cricket.
This boy can't learn shit. He's
Hmm.
12 years old and can't read or write.
Hi there, NA.
Nana, hi.
Uh,
I don't see her, but
Dalek Beck says Simon's got a sex dungeon. Oops, sorry, not sex. I'm from England.
I don't get it. I don't. I just don't get it. What does that mean? Do people in England not have sex?
Um, it,
I don't get it.
uh, yeah, one of the stereotypes um,
What?
is that
Like
we're sort of
too
reasonably
uptight?
cold-blooded.
Uh, yeah, too uptight, right?
And there's that play, No Sex Please We're English, or No Sex Please We're British, or whatever it's called.
I've never heard of it.
Aha.
But yeah, yeah, okay.
As Captain says, maybe I should use the term mace instead of flail.
Oh, I know what a mace is. Yeah.
Now,
Who fucking calls that a flail?
well,
You made that up.
a mace tends to be one solid item. A flail has chains between the head and the handle and the haft.
Shut up.
Um, yes, Graham.
Sometimes I think he
It,
makes up some of these words he uses.
I mean, I know it's a play, but was it based on a book? No Sex Please, I'm British. Um, I- the the author, was certain I knew the author, but it's eluding me. But it's quite famous over here anyway.
Well, I would maybe like to watch it, see it, whatever.
I think
Have you
it's
ever?
probably one of those cringy type plays.
Well, Willem was in a play over there on your what is it? Your East End,
West End.
West End. Sorry, I had a 50-50 shot. Um, because I knew it wasn't north or south. Uh, oh God, what the fuck was the name of the play? Uh, I now I can't remember. You did that. So I'm in a weird mood today. and I'm hoping I'll be able to go to sleep after this because I haven't slept yet. I'm really cranky. I haven't eaten yet either. I keep forgetting about food. That, that doesn't bother me though. I did what
Well,
you said.
kind
I
of
had a
good.
couple handfuls of dry cereal,
Uh-huh.
so there's that. I have some hard-boiled eggs that I was gonna eat, but I
Yuck.
forgot about them. What? I was gonna make egg
I
salad. Egg salad rocks.
I don't like hard-boiled eggs.
Do you like? You don't like eggs, period.
I like omelets. I like scrambled eggs.
Then why don't you like hard-boiled eggs? Do you not like egg
Um,
salad either? Deviled eggs? You don't like deviled eggs?
correct. I'd imagine poached eggs. Nope.
Deviled eggs, I said. That's different.
No,
That's when you
I
take
know.
the
I,
yolk
I
out
know.
and you say,
And I said I also don't like poached eggs.
poached eggs are good. I
Hmm.
think. No, I've never had a poached egg. I I always thought the egg on an egg McMuffin was poached, but it's not. It's a fried egg. They use a ring. I always thought that was poached. Did it used to be poached?
Um,
I don't think it's poached.
Poached is kind of like fried, but in water. I can't remember
Yeah, it's
exactly.
in water. That's
Yeah,
so different from frying. It's like
yeah.
the
But
total
but the
opposite of frying.
but the finished item looks similar in the fact
It
that you've
looks
got
similar,
a
but it's not
an
the same.
orange blob in the middle surrounded by white.
But it's not the same.
Yeah.
Totally not the same.
And
Frying was not.
yeah, I know that's completely different. And I know, Skibo, that comment you made about your mother-in-law was bad. You didn't mean it. Yes, we understand.
I didn't see it, so that might help.
Mhm. He was wondering what the word for killing a mother-in-law is.
There is a thing. There is a
Hmm.
thing. I don't remember what it is, but there is a thing. That
Um,
reminds me of a
I
funny
I
story
think
that
it's
I
called
have.
justified homicide.
Ha ha ha. So when my mom and dad were still dating, right before they were about to get married, my dad was at it might have been the night of his bachelor party, as a matter of fact. They were driving home. He was not the designated driver, because he was drunk. And they stopped by my mom's house. She was still living at home with her parents, as Italian girls did. Um, and he gets on the roof of his friend's car and he sings "Mother-in-Law" at the top of his lungs.
What? Um,
It's not a love letter to the mother-in-law.
as I say, so that's a
Sent
um.
from hell below, sent from down below. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law, mother. I believe at one point it does say Satan is her name. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
not a love letter. Mm-mm.
Not a song I
But it was
think
a
I'm
joke
familiar with.
because they loved each other deeply. My
Mhm.
dad and my grandma deeply. Like his mom died when I was 3, I think.
Right.
So like I always uh, knew him to regard her as a mother. To, she felt the same. I had a very
That's always
close
nice.
family. Yeah.
And we've got Graham about your eating or lack of eating. He's wondering, are you a lizard? AMG. His lizard's not eating at the moment, and the vet said it has forgotten how to eat. Apparently, they do that.
What? No way. Do they really? Like, do you have to teach it? What do you mean by that? Like, is it gonna remember? Like, what's gonna happen? I'm so confused. Like, what? I'm curious about this
I
now.
don't
Do you
know.
have to?
I,
What do you do for that? Can you teach it? Ooh. Oh.
I assume I
What kind
don't
of
know.
lizard?
I assume you kind of trick it into eating by getting an eating reflex going by putting food up to its
How
mouth
big is
or
it?
something.
Your lizard? Like, are you using crickets for it or speeder mice. Like my water dragon got big enough that we could give it mice, like full mice. Um, that it was huge. Um, but people give crickets, like and like I don't know. We never gave it like I don't know if there's lizard food. I don't because he was never small enough in our ownership of him to be given any kind of anything other than like live food. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you give him
Yeah,
or
it's
her?
stupid ideas like putting a dab of peanut butter on the tip of their snout so they lick it off spring to
That
mind. But I don't.
that's what? I don't think they do that. No.
No, I was just trying to think of something that would get them to do something that
I
they
would think
associate with
of
eating, like licking. And I was trying to think of something that you could put on the tip of
would he
a lizard's
naturally
nose.
attack something that he saw? I,
I, I, I,
is
it,
he
I
answering?
guess it. I
What
guess
is
it
it?
all depends on the lizard.
I need to know. These are the things I need to
Hmm.
know, Graham.
If they don't eat for a bit, they forget how to eat, and they're having to squeeze. I presume bug juice on its top lip, so it licks it and remembers what food is. It's still struggling to remember. So
Oh, no
basically,
way.
the sort of idea that I had, get it to lick something that's irritating it away.
That's amazing. So it literally forgot what food is. What?
It's apparently a leopard gecko.
Oh,
And hi, Ziggy.
hi. So, wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? That it could forget eating,
Hmm.
which is such a basic thing that we need to survive. What?
And we talk about our lizard brains being our survival part.
I know. Like, does this happen to lizards in the wild or
It's a good
just
question.
in captivity? It's so weird because, like, in the wild, they have to live off their instincts all the time. So, they're not sitting in a tank being fed by people,
Hmm.
right? So, I don't think that would happen in the wild, would it?
Um,
Wow. Please keep us
it
posted on that. How's your
it
dad?
Barry says yes. That's a captivity thing, not a memory thing.
Did you say Barry or Graham?
Barry.
Oh, I thought you said Graham. I was like, I didn't know
No.
Graham had a fucking lizard. So Barry, hi, Barry. Sorry, I thought he said Graham. I'm pretty sure he did, but
Well,
that's
yeah. Graham is the one who's got the lizard that's not eating, and Barry was confirming that it's a
I don't see
captivity thing.
Graham's I don't see his avatar. I don't see his
It's a
avatar.
picture of somebody's head sideways.
Graham's?
Graham, yeah,
Our Graham.
yeah.
It's not Bob?
He's not in as his TGABS account.
Oh, okay. Because that's what confused me. I was like, I don't
Uh-huh.
see Graham. Graham, don't do that to me. You know I get confused. I can't see nothing. I look for the colors that I recognize. Like Taipans, I couldn't hardly see
Mm.
because it's almost all black to me.
Yep.
And captains, I can see as yellow and orange.
And green.
No, I don't see the green. It's too
Well,
small
that's
around
the
the
majority of
edge.
the. That's the majority of it.
Let me go look again.
Hmm.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. No, I see the orange outline or the red
Right.
outline.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
Ah. Um. hmm,
Nana's I see is almost all orange now.
right. Graham has
There
converted
you go. Thank you, sweetheart.
to Bob.
The lavender. Yeah. I see
Yep.
you now. I
Got a
see
Bob for everything.
now.
Got a Bob for everything, including picking the right avatar.
The Bobs. The Bobs are my friends.
Mhm.
Oh, I hope your lizard's gonna be okay, honey. Really, I do. That's insane to me that they could forget what food actually is.
Um,
Dear
he
God.
Graham says they can go without food for a long time, and apparently hasn't eaten for
Yeah.
2 months, and
What?
and has forgotten what food is. Apparently, they are really stupid with some things. Yeah.
Mm. So,
Well, if you ever need to know what lizard food is, just look what they serve at sort of royal meals with the Queen, because we all know the royal family are lizard people.
you stop that. There's no queen anymore. Did you forget that? It's a king
No,
now.
yes, I know, but I don't know whether he's had any royal banquets yet.
No.
So I was referring back to the Queen.
Okay, I get you. I don't like him. Anyway, so yeah, do
Uh,
keep us posted.
yeah.
That's
uh,
crazy.
Skibo says that there is one thing that he's forgotten how to do.
Oh, what's that?
Complete a sentence and tell us what he means.
That's cute. He's building suspense. You go.
um,
You do your
no,
thing.
Dalek, they're not one with the wolf. They are
Who?
the royal family are not one with the wolf. They are supposedly lizard people.
The wolf? Is
I've
that
never heard
their family animal or something?
I've never
Their
heard
crest?
that, but
That would be Rome. They were founded by Romulus and Remus, who were raised by a she-wolf.
hmm.
It's
Apparently,
weird to me.
going back to Graham's leopard gecko, the vets are
Mhm.
okay about his health, so it's just something they need
Oh,
to keep
okay,
at.
good, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, yeah. We didn't have to feed Sid very often either. It was gross when we had to. I let my boyfriend do it. It was his decision anyway.
Hmm.
Do you take him out and let him stretch his legs? We did that for Sid sometimes. We'd like block off the room and let him skitter. Took him out for walks and stuff.
Apparently the wolf thing is a Doctor Who reference. Yeah, they went through that whole bad wolf malarkey, didn't they? Just,
Huh?
oh, they got into seeing the words bad wolf or something about bad wolf everywhere in a huge number of Doctor Who episodes, and it turned. And at one stage, their Queen Victoria was being threatened by a werewolf.
On Doctor Who?
Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't
I
want to know. I
yeah
don't want to know. I don't
no, it was.
want. I thought it. No, no. Moving on, because I'm gonna start asking questions.
I mean, the werewolf one was okay. I got a bit bored with
Wait,
the bad wolf
all
comments
right. Now I
everywhere.
gotta ask. All right. So the TARDIS,
Yes,
does it travel in time or space?
um, both.
Oh God. Okay.
It stands.
So, it,
TARDIS is an acronym or an acrostic for time and relative dimensions in space.
or as we know, plot device.
Time machine,
Plot
effectively.
device.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Taipan's got a question for you.
Okay.
Why are Australians the fastest swimmers in the world?
Well, things chasing you, I would assume.
That's a very good answer.
What was it we were talking about in chat that was like Australia? We were talking about something about Australia. And I was like, oh, look
How
in Australia.
how it's full of things that will kill you, including Fosters?
No, remember it was something deadly though. What was it, guys? Cap, you were there. I think you
Uh,
brought it.
ah, very close. Yes, apparently they train in rivers full of crocodiles.
That can't be real. That can't be real, right?
I would suspect not.
Okay. Well, you saw those people floating down the river in inner tubes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
People do that, yes.
No, but you saw those crocodiles or whatever they were all around them. Like, why would you go to Australia of all places and not expect to have crocodiles everywhere if you floating down the river? You're in Australia. The grass is trying to kill you. You know? I mean,
Mm,
come on.
yeah.
I bet that's where the happening happened. Huh? Huh? I bet you. Remember that movie? That stupid movie? Where the plants were after us?
No.
Marky Mark? Remember?
No.
The plants were weaponizing against us. They
No.
weaponized the wind.
Nope. Don't. Doesn't strike a chord. But then again, never mind.
How do you? Yeah. So.
Yeah, Dalek asks quite a semi-pertinent question. Salt
Mm,
or fresh water for Taipan? On the subject of crocodiles, because freshwater crocodiles are
uh,
just nasty. Saltwater crocodiles, yeah, they dial it up to 11.
so
I'm assuming maybe like Triffids, Graham, but not
who? What's the trivia?
Triffids.
Who?
Triffid, John Wyndham, the day of the Triffids.
Yeah, you're not helping. You're just saying words at me.
Very
Like,
famous science fiction book where the majority of the people in the world are blinded when a meteorite shower comes down and lands, and the survivors are then having to deal with the walking carnivorous plants. That
oh, stop! What? Okay, enough. Enough. Why would you do that?
that's
I didn't have a problem with that tree this morning.
a very famous book.
I don't. Yeah, well, I don't know it. I don't
Mm,
want to know it. Quite frankly, I got no problems with the things that actually do move.
mhm.
I don't need to think about things that aren't yet.
Oh yeah,
Or
you were freaked about bananas, weren't you? Them moving.
not bananas themselves. The
Well,
tree.
the trees. Yeah.
I didn't know they moved. I don't want to know that.
Mhm.
There's some other tree. Palm. No. What was
Yeah,
it?
there was a I think it was a palm tree, wasn't it? That moved
Yeah.
because it actually had two trunks or what have you. And yeah, strange.
Mm.
So yeah, AMG was a bit freaked out by the thought of walking trees and plants.
He says they walk across the whole field. They don't. Can you imagine? You go to bed one night, there's a tree outside your window. You wake up the next morning, it's on the other side of the yard. That's not normal. It would freak
Um,
anybody out. And does it leave a path behind it? Like it's no. Ah,
uh,
ooh, I don't like it.
that would
Why is it
certainly bring
moving? It's a
that
tree.
that would certainly bring a new meaning to that quote from Shakespeare. I can't remember which play, um, about things will be fine until the woods of whatever appear at the castle walls.
You know, You're an asshole.
Hmm.
Trees aren't supposed to move. I think we all know that, right? I think that's something we can all agree on, right?
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Don't
it's
be
yeah,
contrarian.
it's. Have I actually said anything yet?
No, but you like to argue with me for
I was
no
about
fucking
to say
reason.
I tend to agree. Trees, generally speaking, should stay put.
Thank you. However,
Um,
go ahead, finish your thought.
what? That was it.
Oh,
Trees should stay put. Um, Jason says that's better than going to sleep with it on the other side of the yard and waking up with it in your window, the branch reaching in at you. Yeah.
okay. Mm-mm.
Which which okay, chat trivia question for you. Which
Oh
wood
god.
was it that Shakespeare?
Really?
I've got a feeling.
It's too early in the morning for this.
This is just for my own sanity. I've got a feeling it began with D, but
Oh.
is it Dunham Wood or something like that?
You can't just look it up. You gotta make these poor people, think about Shakespeare at stupid o'clock in the morning.
It's 11:05. A perfectly fine time to think about Shakespeare. Oh,
Yeah.
Burnham Wood. That's what it was. Burnham Wood.
Are you happy now?
Yes.
Okay. I tell you, people, you don't know what it's like. You put up with it for maybe an hour or two when we come here. I have to deal with them all the time.
I have to
Love you, mean it.
I have to develop methods to stave off the sanity loss.
Let's stave off the sanity? Okay.
Loss.
Oh.
Good morning, Abby Pollen. How are you? And Dalek was wondering about how about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Can we not?
Hmm.
That was the dumbest movie ever. And they really crashed that helicopter in the beginning, which is dumb.
I'm not sure I've actually seen it all the way through. I know I've seen clips.
I haven't. I cannot dumb myself down. Like, I smoked copious amounts of weed in high school. I could not get stoned enough to watch that movie. I tried. I couldn't. No way.
Hmm.
There's not enough weed in this on this earth to watch that movie through. It's not. It was like worse than those Ugandan action movies that we've seen.
Hmm. Well,
That's
seen clips from, yes.
yeah. So
Yeah, well, we've had another vote for never watched the entire film from Captain Cactus. I'm just wondering, has anybody actually sat and watched it all, apart from maybe a few film critics? And I'm assuming people have, but
I don't even get it. Why are
I'm,
tomatoes attacking? How are they sentient? And what are they attacking us with? They have no hands, no mouths. I don't get it.
um, oh, well, that explains. Typical. The first two to reply that they've watched it are the Australians. Figures.
Yep.
Both Dalek and Taipan have seen it.
Proves it. Proves it.
Mm, yes. And that gentleman, and with that, the defence rests.
You can't handle the truth. Sorry.
If the truth involved tomatoes, no, I don't want to. Um, I'm assuming that somewhere along the line, like with a lot of things, it was the vogue to do a film about a given genre, science fiction, monsters, and
Oh,
for some reason they just thought, well, they've done swamp monsters, they've done this monster, they've done that monster, they've done the werewolf, they've done this, they've done that. What hasn't been covered? And for some reason, somebody said tomatoes or giant tomatoes.
But why? What are they attacking us with? They have no hands. They have no mouths. No eyes. No brain. I don't get it. The fuck?
I am with you on that completely.
I don't understand. I never did. And you can't make me.
I don't want to make you because that would involve me having to talk about it. And that way lies insanity.
And then.
Oh, not sure about that one, Taipan. He reckons it was a stupid film like Kentucky Fried Movie. Kentucky Fried Movie
It was a better
was
film.
a bit strange in places, but generally it was actually quite good. The Bruce Lee Mickey take was, I thought, hilarious.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, they did a Mickey take of Enter the Dragon.
Didn't see it.
No, it's quite a good film. So
Wait,
it
is
was
that the one with the
it's
old
not
movie stitched in? I
with the
think I
what? Sorry,
might have. It was actually an old movie, and they kind of just
it's
put
been a
the guy
long
in
time.
there.
It's a long time since I've seen it. So it's a series of sketches, in effect.
It might be what I'm thinking of. But anyways, why don't we talk about good movies? Jeez.
I
And everybody goes blank.
well, no, I don't know whether I'd classify it as a good movie, but as you mentioned Bruce Lee, says Captain Cactus, does anyone remember the movie They Call Me Bruce? I remember the name.
Yeah, I do. I watched that
I'm not sure
sometimes.
if I've seen it. Why do I think it was Jim Carrey in that?
I don't think so. That's
I
not
don't
the
think
one.
it was, but I
Oh,
was that no, yeah, I know the name, but I'm trying to think about what the film was about. No, it's just failing me.
okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna do a whole lot of nothing today. Oh wait,
That
I
sounds
can't.
good.
Damn it. What
Cursed
do you
to
think?
do things.
We have to stream at some point.
Hmm. For
Like,
your, I wouldn't say your more normal viewers, but because what could be more normal than this crowd that we've got?
I love this crowd that we have. This is my favorite stream. It really is. I mean,
Hmm.
usually we're
Oh,
away from this, so
on that subject,
yeah.
do you want to make that announcement?
Oh yeah. So because it's my favorite stream, we're gonna do it twice a week now. Yeah. Tell them, Simon.
Yeah, yeah. For your sins, we are also planning on having a similar timed live stream on a Wednesday.
What do you mean for their sins? It's a good thing, not a punishment. Oh god, oh. Shut up. Shut up.
What?
There's something. Oh,
Well, we've got one resounding vote with a yay from Abby. So thank you, Abby.
thank y'all. Thank you very much. My arm hurts. Damn it. Somebody's sawing my. Did you ever feel that you're just sitting there, right? And all of a sudden you have a pain or something, and it's like somebody's got a voodoo doll somewhere with my face on it.
Um, excuse me.
Oh. Take the fucking pin out of your arm, bitch. It hurts. Where'd you get my hair? You gotta have a big hair to
Dear,
hurt.
oh dear.
Yeah. Your fingernails.
Um,
There's an
yes,
old.
you do get. Yes,
Yeah.
you do get a free breakfast with the stream Captain Cactus if you get it yourself.
I'd love to be able to have like a big Sunday dinner with everybody, but that ain't gonna happen
Yeah.
anytime soon. No.
Um, Jason says, "Yeah, another night I can't sleep just to make sure I make it."
No. We're always very happy to see you, but we want you to sleep.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Abby reckons the House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price is awesome.
Yeah. See? We could do all kinds of things. But yeah, yeah. Seriously speaking, you ever do that? You're sitting there and all of a sudden you're like, ow! So and like you're convinced. Where'd that pain come from? Like and like, ow, that hurts, and like comes out of nowhere. That happened all the
Um,
time to me. Somebody's
I
got
I
a fucking
I,
voodoo doll with my face on it.
I occasionally get a muscular twitch, but for
And
sharp
you
slapping
must,
pains, yeah, normally not. I think I might have had a couple, but nothing much.
uh, 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 oh,
Um, and if we're talking about, um, actually, it's a Vincent Price film again, um, with a very young Jack Nicholson in it, and also Peter Lorre, The Raven.
that was a good one.
It's a
That was a good one.
very, it's a very good film.
Um, better story in the film, but still, it's a good Vincent Price, classic Vincent Price.
Hmm. Yes. This there's a fourth. Oh, is it? Is it Boris? Not Boris Karloff. There's another famous horror actor who plays the baddie. I can't remember his name. That's annoying because there's four really good actors in that.
Yeah,
That's annoying me
lighting
now.
and what?
Sorry,
I'm sorry. Say that again.
It's annoying me now. I can't remember the name of the other actor who played the baddie
In the Raven.
in the Raven. Yeah.
I
Not Christopher Lee, Captain Cactus.
The baddies of the day were like Lee. They were Karloff, and they were oh Jesus, what's the other one? Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, Boris Karloff.
Yeah, it was Boris Karloff. Yeah, I was right. It was Boris Karloff who was the baddie.
Okay. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Not
Um,
Boris Karloff. The other guy. No, no,
the
no,
only
man.
the only other one that springs to mind is Max Shrek, but I think it's slightly
No.
different time.
Yeah, no.
But
Um, it was always Karloff or him.
yes, um,
Oh my freaking Lord. Really? It's so early. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Somebody help me. Give me the
mm,
name.
um,
Give me the name. Give me
I
the name. uh,
uh, Jason is saying, "Let's see a show of hands for an AMG voodoo doll in the merch."
no. Maybe. Okay.
As good films go, Dalek Beck says Jules Verne's Journey to the Centre of the Earth. Now, there's been a
Oh
couple
yeah.
of those. You might need to qualify which one because there's been some cheesy ones. Um, I, I think there's a Doug McClure one from the 70s that was a bit meh. But for that, I would either read the book or listen to the Rick Wakeman album. Dalek reckons The Blob, starring Steve McQueen. I'm assuming you're referring to him as the actor in it, as opposed to saying Steve McQueen's a blob. My Fair Lady from Taipan. Oh, thank you, Skibo. Bela Lugosi, I think.
Thank you. I was looking it up. Yeah, it's always either Karloff or Lugosi, and the things they did with makeup and lighting. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, and not the makeup we have now. It's like just a little bit of makeup, and then just their face and the lighting. It was amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Scare the
this silly
shit out of people.
the silly thing with the old black and white films, they had to use more makeup. They
Yeah,
had to
but
really
it wasn't
plaster
the
it
makeup
on
we had like
because of the
now.
lighting.
Yeah, well, it was all contour really, but now we have prosthetics and like
Oh,
all
yes.
kinds of crazy makeup.
Yeah, I
They
mean
didn't have
special
that,
effects, stuff like that. Well, mind you,
especially.
having said that, the special effects in The Raven were actually really good for the time.
Yeah, but I'm saying compared to now,
Yeah.
it was all acting. These are people at the top of their game.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Dalek Beck.
Bev, I got you, babe, stuck in my head. It won't go away.
No.
Mm.
Dalek Beck suggests Good Morning Vietnam with Robin Williams.
No, it was a good movie. Where that came from, I'll never know.
I've
Are we just
I,
naming movies now?
yes,
Okay.
you said took sort of name good movies.
No, when did I?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. Pope Greenwich Village, one of my favorites.
yeah, pretty good film.
Um, Breakfast Club.
God, there are so many out there. It would not be fair not to mention The Princess Bride.
Godfather. Goodfellas.
Um, and Abby, would that be Young Frankenstein or Young Frankenstein, Abby?
Oh God! Somebody slap him now! Now!
Werewolf, their wolf, their castle.
Go away!
Sorry, I just love that.
I really hate him right now. I'm gonna make him watch
Um,
a musical later. I swear to God, I will. I'll do it. I'll do it. Ah! Speaking of which, I'm gonna be watching Spartacus, the series. If Captain Cactus ever gets off his ass,
oh,
it's a
that's
great
interesting.
series. What?
Barry says, "Hey Google, type this all in caps." Works on his phone as he drives. Amazing.
What? You did not. Did it? Nah.
Abby reckons Dracula Dead and Loving It. Was that the Leslie Nielsen one,
Really? You're so silly.
or was that Love at First
Yeah.
Bite?
Love at First Bite was Jim Carrey. Leslie Nielsen was Dead and Loving It.
Yeah. I think
Was
Taipan
Jim
is now
Carrey
taken.
ever funny? Sorry, was he?
Um,
Just saying.
he actually was tolerable in The Mask.
He had his moments on In Living Color.
I've not seen that. I've heard
The
a
series.
film review. Guy, Professor Mark Kermode, who does used to do film reviews on the radio and stuff like that. Basically, the something Adventures of Lemony Snicket or the Unfortunate.
Yeah,
Basically,
that was supposed
he
to be a really good movie.
gave he
Yeah,
gave the director an awful lot of credit for actually controlling and reining Jim Carrey in on that,
he must
and
have because
said that
you
that was
can't
probably
tell
the best part of the film was the fact that Jim Carrey was actually
wasn't being Jim Carrey.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
because it would
told
have ruined the movie. That's
he's good in the Truman Show, but I've never seen it.
that was a good movie. I will give him that. It's not a comedy by any stretch of the
Mm.
imagination, but it's a good movie. And um, yeah, I like Sam Harris. He's good. He's always good though. Like
Um,
in The Rock, he was good as the colonel, and then he plays this old director dude. Like he's got range. That dude, he really does. He's good. He's
well,
good at.
okay, that's sorry. Captain Cactus. There's a bit of trivia for you. Jim Carrey was in Dirty Harry.
Yeah, he played like a hooligan, right?
I'm assuming it would have been something like that. Yeah, but yeah, wow, that must have been one of his first films. I would have thought.
Yeah.
I think Taipan's taking the Mickey now by suggesting the Scooby Doo movie.
Oh yeah, that sucked. The live
Mm.
action one sucked. Sucked.
And yes,
So
Dalek,
disappointed.
I would have to agree with that. The day the Earth stood still.
I love Scooby Doo, and they ruined it. They ruined him. It sucked.
Well, thank God they brought on
Happy.
the successor of Scrappy Doo, eh?
But seriously, now why can Scrappy speak and not Scooby? And what's wrong with Scrappy? Why is he so small and annoying? He doesn't act like a puppy. He acts like a full-grown adult who's just an asshole. I don't
Well,
believe it.
yes. And Scooby Doo was okay, but as soon as they introduced that leading little mutt,
Yeah, I could
sorry, it lost.
stand him.
Every, yeah.
I could stand Scrappy Doo.
hmm
Scooby was a, Scooby was like a pimp. You know, he was really cool.
As Graham says, I mean, Scooby does
Well,
talk. Shaggy understands him.
yeah, but we understood Scrappy. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. Um,
Why couldn't
li-
anybody else in the Mystery Machine understand him? Hmm.
because they
Did
weren't
they?
potheads.
I think Fred did. I think they did all understand Scooby.
Possibly, yeah. It's been too long
Yeah,
since I've watched
they've
it.
all. I remember Velma. Like they all did talk to him. I I only remember sometimes I'm asking Shaggy what he said. So that would mean that
They realised that he
they
was
understood what he said.
communicating. Yeah,
No, that they understood him too.
right.
Because if they only sometimes would ask, what did he say? That means that other times when he spoke to them, they
Mm,
understood him.
yeah. Graham says they
That's
did all
weird.
understand him. Fred used to reply to him a lot.
Yeah. I didn't like Fred. Never did.
I say if you want um, animals, strange creatures speaking whilst not speaking, you need to watch the Clangers. Captain Cactus will know of which I speak. Oh, and I don't think I said hi to Gregory Night Sky, who came in earlier. So sorry about that,
Hi.
Gregory. I didn't
Sorry.
mean to.
He's rude. I can't see. So there you
Mhm.
go. Sorry.
Um, and Gregory suggests Deer Hunter as a film. Um, I
Ooh, now we're getting
I
serious.
I remember seeing it.
Never saw it.
It was too long ago, and I'm not convinced I enjoyed it.
Is that Robert Redford or something? Who's
Um,
in Deer Hunter? I can't remember now.
wasn't it De Niro?
I don't know. I've never seen it, but I know somebody serious was.
Yeah, I think. Um, I there's lots of films of around about that era, all
Yeah,
with similar themes, and they have
I
all
don't know what it's
merged into
about.
one, and I don't know which is which. I've got the feeling the Deer Hunter was had a very strong Vietnam theme. And was that the one
Oh
that had
yeah.
the scene with the Russian roulette?
Oh wow. I don't know. Oh,
But anyway, you need to see the Clangers.
I
Uh,
no, I don't.
yes, you do. And the Soup Dragon and the Iron Chicken.
Huh? You're making these things up off the top of your motherfucking head now. Soup Dragon?
Yes,
Iron Chicken?
yeah. The Clangers live on a little planetoid, and
Oh, you've told me about those motherfuckers. Okay.
inside the planetoid is the Soup Dragon, and they occasionally go to the Soup Dragon to ask for soup to eat.
But they're
And the Iron Chicken lives in a nest that orbits the planetoid.
but they're robots. Robots
The
don't
Iron
need to eat.
the Iron Chicken isn't. The Clangers aren't. Well, the Iron Chicken is straight enough iron, but the Clangers
What are they?
are after my own pot. They're knitted
Okay, whatever. They're
or
not
crocheted.
like they don't have a digestive system, is what I'm saying. Per se.
Well, since I've never seen one eviscerated, I couldn't comment. But
Oh, please, they're knitted.
yes,
What kind of foobar digestive system could they possibly have?
um, I think the hint is in the comment. In fact, it's a children's TV series.
But still, why do we have to make our kids dumb like that?
It's not dumb.
It's like they wouldn't eat. Why they? Why and why soup? Why would something knitted go anywhere near something wet?
Oh, talk about overthinking things.
When I do this, when I get tired, I'm sorry.
Hmm. Would it have been better if it was a cannoli dragon?
No, but like, why not a sandwich or something?
Oh, come on. You honestly expect a dragon to make a sandwich? Where is your sense of reality?
All right, well, there's a chicken there. Get some nuggets. Get a couple of eggs, some veg, make an omelet. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's not my show. I gotta think of these things.
As Graham says, the clangers are knitted mice that live on the moon. UK TV in the past was odd. Yeah,
Knitted what?
knitted mice
They live where?
on the moon.
Yeah, I gotta watch that shit.
Hmm. It was fun. And the thing about them is their speech was just whistling.
And you had the gall to say anything about Mr. Rogers. Are you shitting me right now?
They weren't creepy.
Oh no, there's nothing
But
creepy about knitted mice that live on the moon eating soup.
now,
Stupid.
do you eat soup or do you drink soup? But anyway, that's a separate question. But the thing is, with the clangers, their speech was all whistling,
It's getting
and
better by the minute,
yeah,
folks.
and the
It's
strange
getting
thing
better.
is, like a lot of children's TV programs, they got broadcast
Canceled?
around no broadcast
Oh,
around the world. They were shown in a lot of countries,
oh god.
and every
I
single
would not live
country
for England.
thought that they were whistling in that country's language.
Oh my god. Why? No. What?
Yeah.
Whistling's not in a language. It's
Um,
whistling.
yes, but it was with cadence and so it sounded like it was a language because it had rises and falls of pitch, cadence and stuff like that. Um, I believe there was supposedly a script, and instead of speaking
No,
the words,
stop.
they whistled them. So that gave a more speech-like.
Oh my god.
And it just so happened that if it was shown in Germany, they thought they were whistling in German. If it was shown in Italy, they thought it was whistling in Italian. If it was shown in America, they thought it was whistling in Spanish.
I, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Cute. Dumb.
Um, I don't know, Abby. Abby asks, how do clowns compare to your HR puff and stuff? I have no idea about that.
I never watched that Shower Puff and stuff. I'm not a big Muppet type person.
Oh, was that Muppets?
I don't like no, it was like a predecessor. Puppets, big things that
Right.
look like it was a hippie shit thing. I don't
Hmm.
know. I never watched it. I didn't get into that shit.
Hi,
I,
Paracord Princess.
I don't. I'm still trying to deal with the clanger thing.
And Captain Cactus says, let's not forget the Wombles and Pinky and Perky.
You gotta stop now. Seriously, you just gotta stop. Yeah,
What?
losing all respect. All respect. The fuck.
Uh, yes, Graham. Oliver Postgate was the original narrator, and he's the person who developed the clangers.
Did you have
And
anything like a Sesame Street or Electric Company, anything like that over there?
I don't know what Black Trick Company is.
Electric Company.
Electric Company.
It's
Don't know
like
what that was.
Sesame Street, only came after.
Um, we had programs for children that were guided towards learning.
Educational?
Yes,
No.
but
Yeah. I'm gonna have to,
and
yeah, no.
funny you should say that, Abby.
What?
AMG was discussing that with me, I talking at me about that just last night. Schoolhouse
What?
Rock.
He's never heard of it.
I mean the name was I'm not sure, but
Eh,
she showed
I
me
used it actually last
how
night.
a bill comes to be a law, and I'd seen it before. So just
But
the
I had
name.
used it earlier because I was trying to remember what a conjunction was, and
Yes,
I sang it to myself, and then I remembered. I'm
and
still using Schoolhouse Rock 40 years later
and so
because, yes, it's
sorry,
that
I'm
good.
confused. Sorry, I thought Schoolhouse Rock was the name of the track, not somebody who did stuff.
No.
So
Schoolhouse Rock was the name of the series.
I didn't
There's
know that.
52 of them.
I had no clue. So when you started showing the one about the bill, I was confused because I thought it was a song about
Because
sentences and structure of sentences.
no, there's a different one. There's
Mm.
52 of them
Now
about
I understand.
everything from adverbs to conjunction.
Now I understand that, but I didn't realize that last night.
Well, you wouldn't listen, so there's
Well,
that.
you didn't say it.
You're not listening now.
They did not
Schoolhouse Rock
listen. They
is a series.
right.
They're about 3 minutes each. They'd come up on Saturday morning TV, and they taught us everything we needed
Right.
to know.
Um, Graham says learning programs like Rainbow. I don't know. I never watched Rainbow, so
No. Schoolhouse Rock beats everything ever done for children anywhere in the world. And yeah. There's also a CD or maybe a series of CDs released called Schoolhouse Rocks. It was like hard rock and heavy metal versions of the songs.
Uh-huh.
Blind Melon did a version of one of them. A lot, it was good. The one about the bill was my favorite. Always has been, but the heavy metal version was really good.
We had a
Um,
TV series called The Bill.
well, who cares? Ours is better.
It was about the police.
Well, that's dumb.
Did you know that was a slang term for the police?
No.
A lot of the silly terms, silly terms,
Copper.
coppers, cops, uh, bobbies, peelers. I understand where those names came from, but
You gotta feel silly saying those things. You gotta feel silly. Copper.
but
You'll never take me alive. Copper.
yeah, I believe they were called coppers because the shields
I
were
don't
initially made out of
know.
copper.
It's silly.
I mean, they're called bobbies because
Bobby.
they they came at bobbies and peelers for the same reason, because the
What?
person who first came up with the idea of the police force, as opposed to people policing things, that an actual police force, was a
Get
guy
it.
called Robert Peel.
Okay.
So they were named bobbies after him and peelers after him. But I don't know where the expression
Ow.
"the old Bill" comes from
I don't know.
to relate to
It's
policemen,
just silly.
or rozzers.
Ow. Somebody's poking me. Whoever's got that voodoo doll, go away. It hurts.
It's not me.
Yeah, it is. We all know.
Hmm.
We all know.
Um, Dalek Beck wonders, ugh, why do I have so many DVDs? Probably because you bought them, you silly girl.
What? Huh? Who? What?
Um, Dalek Beck has apparently a lot of DVDs and bemoaning the fact.
Oh, gotcha.
So she was coming out with quite a lot of filmed and stuff titles, so presumably because she has a lot of
That's
DVDs.
awesome.
Hmm.
I used to have a lot, but yeah.
And apparently, I've been uh, teaching Barry a few things. I mean, about the TARDIS and about the, ironically, which is of course a police box, and also about slang terms for the police. So
What?
nice coincidence there.
Yeah.
You don't sound convinced. Okay,
No.
good night, Abby. Sleep well.
Night,
She's
abs.
she's going back to bed.
Abs is fab. I'm sorry.
What? Sorry?
Abs is fab. You ever watch Absolutely Fabulous? I love that show.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. Simon, what is wrong with you? You don't watch anything fun. What the fuck? I don't understand you.
Um,
I don't understand you.
Part of it is down to the fact of no television.
You never, ever, ever watched Absolutely Fabulous.
Generally not, no.
Guys, what? I, I, I'm gobsmacked. I really am. Like, come on. I thought that was a British delicacy and shit. Like, come on. Patsy and Adina? You gotta know them. You
I
gotta.
know that. Yeah, I mean, I know the series. I've seen some of
Oh,
them.
okay.
I just haven't made a habit of actually watching them
I
all.
love that show. It's fucking hysterical. It really is. And I just love them. They're so incredibly like they became such a big thing that their characters came across the pond and were on like a series of Roseanne shows when Roseanne was still Roseanne. Towards the end of her run. But
Right.
like Absolutely Fabulous was a huge thing over here too. It's a great show. Like a
I'm
big.
I'm
Uh,
fairly amazed, and no disrespect to Americans, whatever. I'm fairly amazed the US didn't make their own version of it like they have with a lot of other shows.
really? Okay. What?
Well,
It's going both ways.
your Sanford and Sons based on Steptoe and Son.
Okay.
Um, I
I
I
hated
forget
that show,
what
by the way.
I forget what your version is, but you did a version of Till Death Do Us Part. Um,
That what was that show?
No, no, keep no, I can't remember the name of it. All in the Family.
Right, that would be it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, if you've done your own version of The Office as well, which you called The Office,
So,
I believe.
yeah, that was so
Um,
original. But still, like, I'm sure
so
you guys have done versions of our stuff too.
I suspect certainly we have. Yes, I mean, I'm just curious that if you basically s- seem to love Ab, absolutely fabulous Ab, whatever it's called, so much, why did well, when I say you, I mean, yeah, American um, TV companies, etc. I mean, did
Yeah.
you actually think it was so good that you couldn't reproduce it?
You asking me for real? Because I
Yeah,
don't have
I'm
the
just
answer.
no, I'm just curious.
I don't know. I think Absolutely Fabulous became too much of a thing. Like it was Patsy Dina. We all knew who it
Hmm,
was. And like if we tried to, make one, it would be like it's no, it wouldn't work.
right.
It wouldn't work.
And I've got a couple of answers about other things. The term "Old Bill"
Mhm.
for the police became the nickname for the Metropolitan Police following the Great War after the fashion for wearing moustaches that looked very like the soldier cartoon character Old Bill by George Bairnsfather. Did not know that. And from Captain Cactus, Rosa is from the Gypsy Romany word Rosalo, which means pig.
Right. Okay.
I will try and remember those, but no guarantee because that's just interesting information. Thank you.
Thank you. Information.
And we're gently breaking AMG.
We are
Hmm.
so broken today. So very broken.
And as it's quarter to midday for me,
Oh shit! Really? I'm sorry.
no, it's all right. Should we let you? I would say get back to bed, but I suspect you haven't been in bed.
I have not been to bed
So,
yet.
to bed,
You're gonna get that really good sandwich
you can
soon,
get
aren't
some
you?
rest.
You're gonna get that really good sandwich soon, huh?
Uh huh. Maybe you could find a sandwich dragon.
I don't want a dragon of any kind. I just want.
Oh! Don't say that. Yolanda will be upset.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Linda. Oh, I was just talking to my cousin about the Yolanda that she's named after.
Hmm.
Um, she's named after my great aunt Yolanda, as you know, and
Yeah.
that would be my cousin Danielle's grandmother. Because my cousin Danielle's wait, my cousin Danielle's great grandmother, my great grandmother, the same woman. Uh, yeah, because Aunt Yolanda's mother and my grandmother are the same mother, are the same mother. You get it right? Like that's
No.
how. Right. Let me try it again. Her grandmother and my grandmother were sisters,
Right.
and but that set of sisters and brothers had two mothers. The first one who died, and then the second one who
Okay.
came, and they were sisters. Oh my god!
So they were stepsisters or half sisters? Half
No,
sisters.
let me try it again. Mm. My great grandmother was my
Yes.
great grandfather's second wife. The first
Yes.
one was her sister.
So
She
they're
died.
half
She
sisters.
died. No, they're actual sisters. They're from the same mother.
So what's the point about there being a second marriage if they're from the same mother?
Oh, I just thought it was kind of interesting that.
Sorry, that was just adding confusion,
Yeah,
probably.
I thought it was interesting. It's a very weird family history that he was married to the one sister, and then she died. So he needed a mother for his kids, somebody to look after the house. So he went and got the sister that he wanted in the first place. Because my grandmother was much more beautiful than his sister, but the tradition is that the older sister gets married first. But since my great grandmother, is so much more beautiful, like she was the most beautiful girl in the village, her sister was scared that she would get married first, so she pushed her into a fire as a child and burnt half her face. What? It's not
Sorry,
funny.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just the irony of me highlighting a post by Captain Cactus. My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire, and you
It's
just
not
said
funny.
that
It's not
about
funny. It's not funny. That's rude.
no. It's just the I was just
Yeah,
laughing
I
at
get
the
it, but
irony of it,
can you
not the
not do
fact
that
that
when I'm telling
yeah.
a story? Thank you. But yeah, I have a very odd family. That's all. That's all I was trying to say.
Mhm. Yeah.
Very weird family history, like lots of stories. And I'm filling my cousin in slowly because she was too young. She's almost 9 months pregnant, and I can't wait. It's gonna I think 8 weeks till I meet my new little cousin, and I can't wait. It's definitely a girl. Her name's Rafaela Lucia. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
I can't wait to meet her.
And I'm sure she'll look like Winston Churchill because all babies apparently look like Winston Churchill.
Not my cousin's babies either. Beautiful. Oh, and so the others are Frankie, Vincent, and oh my god,
Come on.
Philomena. Philomena.
Sorry? Philomena. Okay.
Philomena. They're not all named after saints. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just really proud because my cousin's the only family I have, and I'm just very happy to be sharing this. Hopefully someday we'll be able to see each other again. She lives in Canada, up
Right.
near Cliff. She, however, is getting affected by the fires, and Cliff keeps saying he hasn't been. And they live right next
Um,
door to each other, basically. The fuck?
maybe just one of those quirky things where the edge is where your cousin is.
Mm, I don't know,
Now.
but yeah,
And I think in Canada, near can be a very strange relative term.
yeah, maybe. Canada's a weird place.
Mm,
Love you, Jason. Yay. She lives in BC.
right. Yeah. And I think, as people have said, I mean, we've mentioned that we've gone X hours by car and got to somewhere, blah blah blah, blah, and
Yeah.
our resident Canadians say, yeah, and yeah, that's
Oh,
practically
my
not
bear.
not got out of our driveway yet.
Same with here, yeah.
Mm,
Because Canada's as wide as I don't know, like square mileage. I don't know who's bigger.
mm,
I think we
yeah.
are.
Don't I
We're
really don't know.
contiguous.
And the trouble
Contiguous, isn't
is,
that a
a lot
weird
of the
word?
contiguous.
Yeah, it's a weird word, right?
It's interesting. Yeah. A lot
Mhm.
of the map projections give the impression Canada is bigger than it is. But
Yeah, like, I always thought it like, I thought it wasn't like a little beret almost that we wore. Flat, but wide.
mm,
You
right.
get what I'm saying? Like,
Captain
wide
Cactus
is the
reckons
go ahead.
Captain Cactus says Canada is bigger.
Really? Okay, thank you. I always
Barry
thought it was a little bit
says Canada is approximately as big as the US. So, and hi Nightwolf. And Jason
eh.
says we're bigger than the US.
Okay, so square mileage, you're bigger. Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you.
And I think Jason says, yeah, in Canada, near means within a day's travel.
Wow.
Yeah,
I guess I'm learning that with that kind of thing is like living out here. But growing up all my life, like everything was on top of everything.
yeah.
You know? I like my city life. Everything's right there, you know?
Hmm. Well,
Reach out
well,
and take it.
things are within reach for me, which my steak and onion club sandwich will be
Okay, okay, we're
in, a,
leaving. Oh my
in about
god, what a
in about
bitch.
15 minutes.
Whiny little brat.
I'm sorry, my sandwich dragon is ready to make me my steak and onion club sandwich.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Whatever. Go ahead, gorge yourself. Eat all the potatoes you want to eat. Because I can't.
Potatoes. Oh, sorry. Yes, it will come with chips.
Fries.
Chips.
Because I have to cut down on potatoes because they're high in the glycemic index.
Hmm.
Stupid sugar.
Yeah.
Dumb
Yeah.
diabetes.
Yeah.
That's so stupid today. All right. I've embarrassed myself enough for one stream.
I
And I haven't even sung. Okay. Should I sing us out?
um depends what you're going to sing and how quickly I can hit the mute button.
Hmm. I
And
don't have anything. No,
you
I
def-
have nothing.
you definitely get Emily from Dial Back. Who she says she hates having diabetes.
Thank you. I
Mm.
hate it too. It's like
Um.
I'd do anything to not be diabetic.
mm, yeah, I'm
But
not sure
I
I
knew
could
it was
see.
coming.
Yeah.
I did. I totally did. Everybody in my family has it, so I knew it was coming. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
I say I don't think I can show Graham's leopard gecko how to eat unless there's a distinct lack of a comma in that sentence, Graham.
What?
Now, can you show my lizard how to eat Simon?
Yeah, we could chop them up.
And say without a comma, that's a very different sentence.
Yeah. I'll chop them up gladly right now.
Yeah, don't forget I'm a voodoo doll, and if you chop me up, you'll get sharp
It's
pains.
sawdust. We'll get sawdust is what we'll get.
Yeah.
And probably I don't know, like I don't know. Somebody would get pain.
Yeah.
Not
Sniff,
necessarily me.
sniff, sniff, sniff.
Alright, well anyways. Say goodnight, Simon.
Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon. Not quite afternoon, but have a good day, everybody.
Don't
Have a good
forget, we're
nap
doing this
or
twice
rest.
a week from now on, so come back Wednesday morning and have coffee with us.
Hmm. And we'll see whether
And
we can get a coffee dragon
and later on today, possibly. So yeah, when
for
I'm more
those
awake.
who live in a strange time zone.
Yeah. one that makes sense. Because right
Mhm.
now this makes no fucking sense to me. I am not even here. So yeah, night or morning. Oh, fuck. Just bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Take care.